I think he was okay. He didn't exactly ease his way back into the lineup. Leon Draisaitl wins the opening faceoff. He's out there with McDavid. Scored from the point. Edmonton getting production from its back end recently. Kulak had a goal in the win over the Flames as well. Both teams coming off wins over Calgary. Here's Gagne. First shift back to Holloway. And his one-handed chip attempt disappears into the midsection.
Go with me, and then he makes a nice little play. Heiskanen all over him. Here's that chance by Kane early on. Beautiful pass across by Hyman. It's on the tape, and he has a good look, and then the legs of Holloway didn't really move too much. Wanted to take that center position away, and that was exactly why. Try and take those cross passes through.
Oh, turnover! Nugent Hopkins unable to bury it, and it was flicked wide by Evander Kane. The Stars almost handed the Oilers one, and Nugent Hopkins unable to finish. Hyman rushes in from the right-hand side. This was another good unit against Calgary, but here's Duchesne the other way. Scores! Matt Duchesne waited 8 games for his first goal as a Star. He's now got goals in back-to-back.
With a backhand afterwards. Good reaction by Wedgwood to get back across and make the save. Right here is where Ceci comes down. A chip off the wall is one, and it's Duchesne with the shot. Darnell Nurse takes the 2-on-1 away, leaves the shooter to the goaltender, and he goes right under that right. But a nice chip off the wall by Marshman. You know that defenseman's coming down aggressively under the pressure. Make the play.
Blast by Bouchard. Save! Wedgwood didn't know where the rebound was, and that time.
Not a whole lot of shots on net, but a lot of chances around the net. Kulak with a nice play into the zone. The one-timer by Bouchard. It's a blast, and you can see Wedgwood had to fend it off with both the blocker and glove. Get him up high, take it away, but can't handle it. And then Brown pounces on it. Look at that glove.
Trying to float one in front, no one home. Easily sprinting back the other way was Ekholm. Got a tough off of Hyman, but that's back. He can't stick it, he ties it. Evander Kane stays hot. That's his third.
A good clear out of the zone. You can see Ekholm gets that puck first. He just wants to flip it off, but it goes off the back of Hyman. This might be offside. I think Hyman might have crossed the line before this goes in potentially. Looks like they want to drop the puck and signal up it's a good goal, so obviously not. It's Nugent Hopkins that blows a wheel, picks up the loose puck. It goes right to Evander Kane. Well, it makes sense when you think about it. A team that wants to collapse into the zone and close off all the middle, you try and pass through it, it's disastrous. So what do? You start taking shots from different angles.
Tour through Western Canada. They'll play in Vancouver on Saturday night. Edmonton plays host to Nashville for a Saturday matinee. We'll have that one for you. Bouchard run one right off the pipe.
So he's like, listen, I'll let this go a little bit until I have to put my bucket back on. Here's the backtrack I talked about on that wall. That pressure by McDavid leads to a quick pass by Robertson, and it's a beautiful shot by Bouchard, who stepped up, took the cross pass away, and rings the bar.
With a giveaway, and now Broberg skates to center. Didn't get much on the dump in. Heiskanen wires it ahead, and all of a sudden 3-on-1. Hands crossed. One-timer score. Joe Pavelski buries it, and it's 2-1 Dallas.
Yeah, just a real tough turnover for Philip Broberg. He makes a great play at the line initially, and then he's skating up the neutral zone. He goes to the backhand, though. Forced to the backhand a little bit. He just can't make the play. He makes the change, but that leaves a 3-on-1 the other way. And it's just a beautiful pass across for a one-timer Pavelski, who has a terrific record. No active player has scored more points against Edmonton than Joe Pavelski. He opens up, he knows it's coming, and really no chance. There's other guys that hit to hurt. Kane hits to hurt.
Here's Tyler Seguin trying to center redirect it, and Skinner made an acrobatic denial off his own man. But that goes off Kulak, does it not?
Yeah, just a little bounce right there. And actually, this Kulak, that was Duchesne that kind of piece of it en route, and it goes off the skate. This is a good reaction by Stuart Skinner.
Both.
Just tracking the puck. And then look at this, has to flash the glove back against the grain. Not easy to do.
Ben scored his 16th career shorthanded goal last night against Calgary. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Saucer back to Bouchard. Draisaitl. Bouchard one-timer, and that went off the post. That's 2.
Forced Dallas to collapse down. You can see how aggressive they are at the blue line, but that's a long way to come back into the middle. That's the first blast off the bar. and it's a riser. I mean, it's right up over top of Wedgwood. He tried to put the glove up top, and look at this. Talk about stepping into that one. That puck was up on edge, and he still got all of that. Rings the post this time. You get your feet back, you start to get your hands back, and you start to create chances. He's always been a worker, and he's been all over. Could easily have had a few goals.
Vital penalty kill here, Louis. Yep. Trailing 2-1. Dallas pokes it on net. The rebound is tucked home by Rope Hintz. And the Stars need just 21 seconds on the power play to extend to a 3-1 lead for Hintz. That's his fourth.
And here it is here on the entry. You'll see Heiskanen kind of drop it. The speedy Hintz with a ton of speed at the line. He makes a backhand pass, and maybe that's what they're looking at, but I think it was onside, and then funnel yourself to the net. But if you watch this was kind of a broken play. It goes inside. It's the stick of Pavelski.
Over to Nurse. Shot. Tipped wide by Heiskanen. Rebound Gagne. A blast. A save. Rebound. Wedgwood sprawling. Stop it. A terrific one. Point blank. And Ryan McLeod cannot believe it.
Obviously, Sam Gagne touching the puck a lot. Setting up on the half wall. This one goes off in front of the net. He's shaking off that left hand. Hits him kind of in the wrist. Back of the hand, kind of. Not a whole lot of padding up there where the elbow pad comes down and joins the...
I hope you saved enough for me on the plane. The Oilers look to rally here and become the first team to do so against Dallas in the third this season. Stars are a perfect 4-0. And again, the Oilers back on the attack. A shot through a screen. Gagne had it kicked away. Now McDavid dancing, centering. And that was an open Leon Draisaitl, who just couldn't make super clean contact with that puck. Robertson ahead, open, Pavelski centers and tapped home by Rope Hintz. And another example of Edmonton, a near miss at one end and a Dallas Stars conversion at the other.
He gets back, but just too much time off the rush, outnumbered, and a beautiful pass across by Hintz.
And dug out by Warren Fogle. He's around Heiskanen. Fogle short-handed. Backhander, no! And yet another missed opportunity in front of the way, point blank. And Wedgwood kicked it out.
And Marchment, two big guys. Here's that blast up the ice, speed-wise, for Fogle, looking like 97 a bit. Goes to the backhand and just rolls off the end of his stick. He was under pressure. As Heiskanen continued. Then this one bobbles off the stick.
And there were a handful of games last year like this one, except in reverse, where Edmonton seemingly was able to pounce on every opportunity. Gagne tries to center backdoor play, and again, Kane just had his stick tied up by Wyatt Johnston.
How many times have we seen that? Where it looks like it's going to be a clean look. There's a big hit by Nurse, and Marchment gives him a long, hard look. He might come back here as he looks at the bench and nobody's there.
Sam Gagne just faked him out of his equipment. Kulak, the CC shot, save, rebound, back into Wedgwood, score! Gagne! Kane, a steal, a dish, low score! Gagne again! That's 2 for Sam! And the Oilers are within 4-3!
It's the work by Kane. Off the face-off here, you're going to see him punch through. One poke, bobbling puck, stays with it, rolls off of his stick, and that little slash by Gagne. Get it towards the net, and it finds its way home past Wedgwood, who's been so good. But the accumulation of shots, this one dribbles by him. Just a little bit too far to the right. Left side, it goes right past him. Make your breaks. It's a one-goal game, and this place is loud right now.
Out of the reach of Rope Hintz. We told you that it didn't feel like a 3-goal game. Well, now it's not.
And it's hard to explain that when you're looking at the score, but they've continued to press.
Fogle in front. That was tipped on net by McLeod, and a save by Wedgwood. Draisaitl. Poked it free. Hyman to Kane on net. Wedgwood leaves. Hard rim, hockey paw, and the Stars survive.
Boy, I'll tell you, what a sequence at the end here, and a long, long shift. 49 shots, 50 now. They just